Dark of the Moon Thundercracker, let's go! As a kid, I always liked Thundercracker, even though he never really did anything in the show, and I never had his toy. And honestly, these days I haven't taken to him quite as rabidly as I have with Skywalk, but he's blue, and sometimes that's enough. So as per always, Thundercracker's a repaint of Starscream, this time the Dark of the Moon Deluxe one, which is a nice figure, but I never liked how Starscream looked in the movies. He was just everything I didn't like about the movie mech design. A nasty, overly busy, weirdly shaped, ugly mess of a thing. But honestly, this toy sorta gets away with it. I mean, it skirts around the freakish proportions and makes the awful sunfish torso look alright, even though it in fact only consists of the cockpit, the sides, and loads of nothing. It looks good, but I don't understand how. Head's awesome, like a pitch black samurai stormtrooper. He's also got all his wings, and to be fair, most of his jet mode tucked away nice and tight at the back. I like how these two cheeky fellas just sort of peek over a bit. There's actually a ton of unexpected detail on the back too, and around the groin and on his arms, and wait, it's a serial number! I'm just gonna pretend that's a tattoo or like a coded Easter egg. So check out the skinny little tendrils. They're way thin and they look like they should be bendy, but they're not, but they sort of are bendy because there's so many joints. Such power! Quality's a bit better than the original as well, seeing as his elbows haven't popped off yet. So TC comes packing a couple of weapons, one from Starscream and one from Roadbuster, which, you know, is fine. It differentiates him a bit from Screamer, but it just makes me miss that old Darth Maul steak knife. And of course he's got the old chicken leg with the backward knees and the landing gear dew claws to either side of the birthing hips and epic groinitude. So I think I approve of the bot mode. It really works, and it's a good size and shape, but it's just the Movieverse designs, you know? Starscream's design is the only one I really have a hard time with, but this is a good toy, so it's okay. Right? You have to say to yourself, okay, this is what the Seekers would look like if the Seekers were horrible monsters. Nice little transformation. The limbs all behave themselves and fold away like good boys, and the top panels fold out like whoa. It's all very satisfying and clickety. What about the jet mode then? Pretty good. I think the best word for it is tidy. It just fits together so seamlessly. Lovely cockpit and wings and whatnot. And check out the subtle sculpted detail. The top side's just so smooth and perfect that you'd think there'd be tons of kibble somewhere to ruin it. But it just isn't there. Good job. The colours too just look amazing in jet mode. They beat the crap out of Screamer's chavvy tats, and they sort of make me feel a little bit patriotic. Check this out though. The engines look cool from the top, but those aren't engines. So it all works, and there's some nice landing gear, but you gotta tuck that junk away if you want to get your weapon on. Let's talk about how melee weapons would work on an aeroplane. What, are you gonna stab the sound barrier? To be fair, you can flip the knife so it becomes a gun, kind of. But the chainsaw? Does it like fire chainsaws? But yeah, I do like this mould. For a Movieverse jet former, it's unusually not freaky and certainly above average. This is also about the best deluxe F-22 mould I can think of. But what else is there? Fear Swoop? As for Thundercracker himself, although he does look awesome in blue, he's still a completely needless and predictable repaint. But that's hardly anything new, and there's 1,000 idiot jerk-offs like me who are gonna fork out for it. I regret nothing!